I think it just comes with practice. I think it's not only practice, but it's also looking at what other people do, like watching the news every night and seeing how all those professional photographers, what kind of shots are they getting, and making sure that you're getting shots that you know you're going to be talking about, making sure that you're not getting wallpaper video. So writing to those shots, and those are things you really start to get the hang of in the class.
Practice makes perfect. And by the end of the semester, you'll be pumping out these really great packages that, like, I know I was really proud of some of the packages I made. And I was really struggling at first too.
The in-class assignments and stuff like that, it really helps you understand the basics of what you need to use it for.
Just listen to Angie when she gives you tips on how to set up your camera. Like a white balance is pretty important. It makes for a better picture if you have a white balance from the inside and on the outside. I know for me, I forgot to white balance on a couple of my shots in my packages.
It took me like 3 packages in to learn how to white balance. So maybe just don't be afraid again to ask Angie if you have any questions at first.
I would recommend kind of taking pictures, something to save what the settings are in the camera. Because I know my partner and I at times, even in like the 3rd and 4th packages, we had trouble figuring out the settings because there's a ton of settings on that camera. So I think it's worth it to kind of take pictures of the settings, where you'd want them to be. So for the future, when the settings are all out of whack, you know where to go back to and what's the correct setting, because at times it can be frustrating to have to try and figure that out, especially when you're crunched for time. You're trying to get an interview and you have to tell the person to hold on because you're trying to get the sound levels right and everything like that.
There's always going to be challenges that maybe the battery's not fully charged. You don't have enough spot on the memory card for stuff like that. It's just random things, and you have to be flexible with what's going on.
Shooting was actually the funnest part, I think. Like just trying to get as much like shots in, you know, of everything. Like just be creative with it and like have like a lot of fun with it. And don't be afraid to ask people to like do like kind of like scenes for you. Or
Don't be afraid to ask for help too. There's going to be a lot of great people in your class, and so they are all willing to be, you know, helpful.